Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Natalie, spelled Natalee. I'm here to do your weekly reading covering the 23rd to the 30th, though you know all my readings are timeless. Okay guys, I did the daily and then I did Libras, and the energy was still residual in Libra's reading. I was still able to do it and channel Libran energy, but physical residues of energy sometimes linger around. So I was able to put my light back on and put my cape back on for you guys. However, I did have rushes coming through that I had to tend to today, so we just won't have time to do your extended. So that's okay, because we're going to get all the answers right now. So let's see. I'm going to let the cards do the talking here. We'll see what your message is this week. Why? Excuse me. Why? Why, Scorpio? Why? There's deception in love. Why? And the way they popped out was really kind of violent. So I feel like this is someone you really like, or someone really likes you. It's a little bit competitive in how they want to be with you and how they want to get your attention. There's something about getting your attention. However, with the Seven of Swords, there's something dishonest about it. Now, it doesn't have to be cheating. It doesn't have to be that there's someone else. It doesn't have to be that they're just shitty people to you. This could even be something where both of you need to be dishonest in order to continue the relationship. Okay? So both of you lying to family, friends, co-workers, what have you. There is something very secret about this. So I'm getting a lot of strategy involved. So for you two to be together, there has to be a lot of planning, common sense. The Seven of Swords is a way of thinking. It's how you think. So it's almost like you're thinking, how I feel like about this Seven of Swords is you're thinking like a con artist so that you don't get conned. So you're either the con artist conning someone, or you're thinking like the con. It's very clever, like a fox. So that's either someone that you're dealing with, someone around you, that's you, or that's both of you together, okay? Where the situation or the circumstance is calling for this energy, to happen so that you guys can do your thing. Let's see what the next message is. Wow. Sneaky. Ooh. Yeah. Queen of Swords. And what else? There's something else here. Ooh, another 7 and the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. So you might not be together right now. There could be something between you two. Doesn't need to be. But what I'm getting from this is asking yourself, is this a good investment? Is this worthy of my, efforts? Am I going to get a return back on this? I see this more sword energy kind of analyzing the situation. And the Seven of Pentacles is about taking making an investment and not knowing at the time that you make the investment what the return's going to be. He's waiting and, sort of wondering. He just finished planting. It's not harvest time yet. He has to wait for that. And then he'll know for sure if this labor was, productive or not. So with the Queen of Swords, you're going through this with a fine tooth comb. Like you or this other person, circumstances, like you're really taking a magnifying glass, Sherlock Holmes magnifying glass, taking a real deep look at it like, what am I going to get out of this? What am I going to get? What's Scorpio going to get here? This energy. Oh, your heart though. Your aching, beating heart. This is so freaking sweet. I can't stand it. I'm just kidding. Well, we know what your heart wants. We know what the heart wants. The heart wants to be together. Let's start clarifying, because I want to clarify this like right away, because I want to know if this is the right investment for you or not, or whoever I'm channeling. If this is the other person looking at you, so you have the inside track on their mentality, their position. Some of you, this is long distance. Not all of you, though. Not all of you. Whoa. That just popped out of my lap. You didn't even see it. Oh man, I was shuffling and this literally jutted out into my lap just as I was talking about long distance, okay? Now look at that. This is big travel. This is far travel, going from the, roiling waters to the calmer waters. And it's a little bit bittersweet. It's my Titanic survivor victim card where they're survivors, but they're like, in the boats heading toward the next boat. So moving on. It's moving on. So for some of you, you'll say this distance is too great. We're too far apart. Ooh, that's like a deal, like a negotiation. You could have that attitude. This is probably you, Scorpio. Oh my God. This is probably you having that fine-tooth comb and really taking a close look at this, making sure that it's right for you. So it's like you comb it out, like combing the desert, like Spaceballs. Comb the desert. That's something for someone. That's your clue that this is your reading, that this is your channeling. So you look at it, but you know what? You love the person. They have your heart. So you can still love them even with the distance. But I do feel like if it's not you, Scorpio, this other person is, and it's pure logic. It's pure dollars and cents, numbers and lines and thinking and strategy. It's just about what makes sense. So this is even them trying, if you guys are thinking like this and you're thinking, well, what makes sense? It's about using your common sense. So I did freak out when I first saw it. I saw the deception. And what I feel like where the deception energy comes in is where someone doesn't know the other person is thinking this and doing this. So if you're in a relationship, let's say you're in a long distance relationship and you're thinking everything's fine, you might not even know that this person is assessing the situation like this and rethinking the long distance. You might not know that. And so it'll feel deceptive. It'll feel like, how long have you been thinking this way? How long have you been wondering about this? You want to talk to me about it? You want to talk to me now? After? It could be like that, okay? But at the end of the day, we do have a very sweet, sincere love between you two. But something about it doesn't make practical sense. I'm getting a lot of practicality, a lot of... I'm getting like social climber now. I'm getting like a social climber type energy where you or the other person, something here is about that. There's that energy here where it may not make sense to be together because of your life goals, social climbing, or I don't know where that fits in here, but it does for maybe even just a couple of you. I feel like sometimes I feel so specific that I may be channeling for like one person. So just take it as it resonates. As always, just know that the feeling is there between you two. So you can, okay, if this is really your energy, like really to a T, I recommend doing a personal reading. You can book me at theartigan.com/shop and reserve your spot. All of the dates are listed. I'll update again on Friday. There are names I have yet to add. If you need this immediately, you can add the rush. So I'm just getting that there's a lot more to this particular story. So only if it's really, really resonating and you're tweaking out about it. Otherwise, just know that, you guys are looking at this, trying to make the best sense out of it and making it work, and that there is love there. Okay? So take care, Scorps. Have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.